you that as well, sir, that I had made a mistake in deciphering that request. I was fixated on the actual video, and knowing that the video was in existence, that has been forwarded on to the prosecutorial staff as long as the defense attorneys.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where the failure was from that night over a year ago to how come the video magically mysteriously gets mailed last Friday.
Again, no magic or mystery. I physically placed the DVD in the outgoing mail.
Good evening. Hi. Hey, can you roll down a little bit there? Yeah. Do you want to stop you tonight, sir? No, really. Okay, you got a headlight out up there.
Dude, I thought I noticed that.
Yeah, it's your right side passenger headlight up there.
That just happened.
Okay. Did this go today, you thinking?
Well, just a little bit ago.
Okay.
Because that's when I noticed it.
Okay, you got your license on you? Okay, perfect. Where we headed to tonight?
Casino.
Oh, okay. Go down there and do a little gambling?
A little bit.
Okay, perfect. Is it your vehicle driving tonight there,
That's my friend.
Okay, who's that?
Sean Nebo.
Okay, you got his proof of insurance in here with you?
I got insurance of my own.
Okay, do you have insurance for this vehicle?
Well, not yet because it didn't go through. Well, I didn't get the copy yet.
Okay.
And I have, like, proof of insurance.
What do you mean it didn't go through then?
I get it emailed to me.
Okay.
And they haven't got it yet, but I got the old one to make sure it lets you know it's still good.
Okay. Just you want to hop out of the vehicle here and I'll talk to you a little bit. Yeah, that's the first one. You can leave it running and everything like that. I just want to talk to you for a second if you want to shut that. Just, you got anything I need to be aware of, any guns, knives, bombs, or anything like that? Okay, do you mind if I pat you down real quick to make sure? Okay, watch you put your hands on top of your counter. I'm just going to make sure you don't have any of those things, okay?
Well, I got it.
Little gun, knife here? Okay, I'm going to hold on to this while I'm talking to you, okay? Okay. Just you don't get any warrants or anything like that? Okay. How about people in the vehicle? Okay. Okay. I'll just turn around here and you can put the lighter and stuff in your pocket there.
Yeah, like this?
Hold on off for a little bit. It's already kind of lit, obviously, but just anything drinking tonight?
No, sir.
Okay. You can do any drugs or alcohol? Anything like that would impair your eyes the way they are?
No.
Okay. It seems like you're a little bit glossy and your pupils are a little messed up. Any reason for that?
No, sir.
Okay. Are you being honest with me?
Yes.
You smoke a little bit of pot or anything stupid like that?
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that.
Hey, not recently, anyway.
Okay.
A little bit here. Obviously, like I told you out there that, I want to talk to you in here a little bit like this stuff, but at the same point in time, I kind of want to go through a little bit more stuff with you since that we're not in the -12 below out there, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you doing okay?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Are you just cold or what's going on? Okay.
Just cold.
Can you look at me while I talk to you a little bit here? Okay. So, like I said, I checked your eyes out there a little bit, and I told you some of the signs that I was seeing out there on the side of the road, but at the same point in time, it's -12 degrees, the wind's blowing, everything like that, okay? So what I want to do is I want to talk to you a little bit more and look at a couple things, okay? Can you stand up here for me? And I just want to check your eyes again here. Okay. And then I'm just going to do the same test that I did out there as far as the horizontal gaze, and I say, you're still really contracted. Are you thinking that your eyes are normally that contracted, or
Yes.
have you ever been told that before?
Yes.
Okay. Who's told you that?
I don't know. Just probably other officers.
Okay.
Because I've been falsely accused a lot by officers. So this ain't something. I'm not saying you're doing it.
Okay. And to be honest with you, here's my problem here, Jesse. Okay.
Okay, it is Wednesday, May 10th, 2017, 11:45 a.m. calling Captain Joe Dwyer, District 2800, State Patrol.
Captain Joe Dwyer with the Minnesota State Patrol. I'm unavailable to take your call at this time. Please leave your name, number, and a detailed message, and I will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Captain Joe Dwyer, District 2800 Captain. This is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. It's Wednesday, May 10th, 2017, 11:46 a.m. I'm calling to find out the status of my Wednesday, May 3rd, 2017 email that I sent to you at 8 a.m. in which I requested the 2017 State Patrol General Orders, Department of Public Safety's notice to the Commissioner of Administration of the adoption of model policies, the designation or appointment of Joe Dwyer, District 2800 Captain, to help administer and implement the requirements of Chapter 13, the work-related continuing education years 2010 to 2017, existence and status of any complaints or charges, final disposition of any disciplinary action, complete terms of any settlement agreement for Trooper Joseph Setness, Badge 494, and Sergeant Scott Zehr, Z-E-H-R. Purchase agreement, invoice, repair, and maintenance logs for Trooper Joseph Setness, Badge 494, Squad and Watchguard Mobile Video System, years 2010 through 2017. Trooper Joseph Setness, 494 Squads, the information if it's on Nelson Auto's centers list of double billing, PGN multi-launcher grant application, joint powers agreements, proposals received from manufacturer and or distributor, proposals submitted to the City of Aitkin and the County of Aitkin for PG5 multi-launcher, voicemails, text messages, emails, and Chapter 13 data requests submitted by Aitkin Age Editor Adam Hoganacre, Managing Attorney Gregory B. Davis, or Assistant Public Defender Jeffrey Haberkorn for case number 01CR1629, case number 1600119, or State Patrol Event P160017979. Terry Numbers 320-283-5713. I want to know what the status of my information is. It's all public information, so I should be receiving it soon, right? Thank you. Bye. Okay, Wednesday, May 10th, 2017, 11:48 a.m. Calling the District 2800 State Patrol. Run by Captain Joe Dwyer.
Hi, you have reached the Minnesota State Patrol, District 2800. If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911. Our office is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., excluding holidays. Please listen carefully to the following options. For accident information, press 1. To set up a contracted service with the State Patrol, or if you have a billing question, press 2. To talk to someone about a forfeiture, press 3. To talk to someone about any other business with the State Patrol, press 4. To hear these State Patrol, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. How you doing today?
Good.
So that's good. Say, I was wondering, is your Captain Joe Dwyer in the office today?
He just left.
He did.
Can I transfer you to his voicemail?
Well, actually, I just left a voicemail for him. I'm just wondering, who's in charge of your fleet's maintenance logs, repair logs, those type of things?
I think that's Brad, Lieutenant Bordwell.
Bordwell.
But I'm not positive. Can you hang on for just a second and I'll check?
Sure. Well, if he's available, I'd speak to him, please.
He's not. He's not in the office either. We do have one lieutenant available, and maybe he could help you. Lieutenant Benz.
Benz?
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell that?
B-E-N-Z.
Benz. Oh, like it's Mercedes-Benz. Okay.
Right.
And
correct.
what's his first name or her first name?
Keith.
Keith? Yeah, I'll gladly speak.
K as in kite. Yep.
Yeah, Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is he available? I'll speak to him, please.
Okay. He's on lunch, but I can transfer you to his voicemail and he'll call you back.
Okay. That's
well,
fine.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh, that's fine.
Sorry.
That's all right. Apparently everyone takes off early for lunch.
Actually, they were traveling to meetings.
Oh, okay.
2 of them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of them is not on duty until evenings, and the other one is at a meeting, and so is Captain.
Okay. Well, then, if you kindly put me to Lieutenant Bentz's voicemail, I'll leave him a voicemail then.
Okay, I will. Hang on.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Keith Benz.
is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yes, Lieutenant Benz, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. I'm just trying to figure out who's in charge of the repair and maintenance logs for your State Patrol fleet there in 2800. I submitted a data request to your Captain Joe Dwyer on the 3rd of May 2017. I haven't received a response from him, so I figured I'd be contacting someone in person and find out who's in charge of the fleet. I'm thinking that all this information is public information, so this information I requested in my data request should be sent to me rather quickly. Of course, if you're saying that it's not, then I'd like to get I forgot to mention, I need a copy of the inventory of not public data on individuals for your 2800 State Patrol District Office there, too. So, again, Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Again, your inventory of not public data on individuals should be readily available. The inventory data should be already created, so you should be able to just attach that to an email and email it to me. Thank you. Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Bye. Okay, Wednesday, May 10th, 2017, 2:19 p.m. Calling Lieutenant Keith Benz, District 2800.
Sorry,
Lieutenant Adam Fulton.
is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yes, Lieutenant Adam Fulton, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. I'm trying to figure out who's in charge of the District 2800 fleet, the maintenance and repair logs for your squads, for the watch guard, dash cam video, that type of situation. So appreciate you giving me a call back. 320-283-5713. Bye. Okay, Wednesday, May 10th, 2017, 2:20 p.m. Calling District 2800 State Patrol.
Hi, you have reached the Minnesota State Patrol, District 2800. State Patrol, this is Lisa.
Yeah, this is Terry Nemmers again. How are you doing today?
Good.
Well, that's good. Is your Lieutenant Benz in the office yet?
He is. Let me transfer you over. I have another call on hold, so I'm going to have to put you on hold first and take care of that one.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
Thanks.
Yep. Hello? Hello? Yeah, this is Terry. Hold on a second. My mother's going to be answering the phone.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, really? Huh.
Sir?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I forgot what you called for. I had two other people call while I had you on hold, so it was kind of weird. How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to your Lieutenant Keith Benz. You said he was back in the office.
He is back in the office. Let me see if he's available. Can I put you on hold for just a second?
Sure, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, sir, I'm going to transfer you into Keith.
Thank you.
State Patrol, this is Keith.
Yeah, this is Terry Nemers. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks.
Well, that's good. Say, I was wondering, who's in charge of your maintenance logs and your repair logs for your District 2800 fleet of squads?
Well, we have a lieutenant here in the office that handles district-wide issues, and then we have our central headquarters fleet lieutenant down in St. Paul. I believe you sent me an email earlier today?
An email?
Yes, did you send me a voicemail? It went over to my email. Did you send me a voicemail earlier today? Or?
Yeah, I called, I spoke with Lisa, she put me to your voicemail.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yep.
I did.
I forwarded. I can't answer any of those questions because I don't have any of that information. I did forward it to Lieutenant Bordwell, who I believe may be forwarding it down to our central headquarters, just because they would have all that information to be able to handle that. But somebody should be getting back to you, either Lieutenant Bordwell or the fleet lieutenant down in CHQ.
So, I guess I missed what you'd said. Did you say there is a lieutenant in your district who does do the maintenance, or the maintenance, in charge of the maintenance logs and repair for your watchguard in-camera systems and your squads?
He handles our fleet issues, yes, at the district level.
He who? Lieutenant Brad?
Lieutenant Bordwell, Brad Bordwell.
Okay, he's in charge of that. Okay.
Yes.
So if there's a problem with one of the squad cameras, then that's reported to him, and then he puts in a work order for it, and that it's taken care of that way.
Well, don't go putting words in my mouth. You can certainly talk to him. But,
Oh, okay. Okay.
He handles our fleet issues, yes.
Right, but you were a trooper at one time, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What is the proper procedure for, like, say you're going out on patrol today, and you notice that your watchguard in-camera system is not functioning properly? What's the proper procedure? What procedure did you follow when you were a trooper?
Yeah, it's changed so much, and it changes almost on a regular basis depending on the technology that we utilize in the cars. So I'm really not the best person to answer that question. We have a format in place, a procedure in place, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's some of the information that you requested. To be honest, from the request that you made to me that I had to forward on, that's not something I could provide in 5 minutes. So otherwise I probably would have, but I can't. It does take some time. That's why I forwarded it. Not only am I not the best person to provide that for you, but I can't do it in 5 keystrokes or anything like that.
I didn't say you could provide it in 5 keystrokes. Anyhow,
you said it should be fairly easy if I'm not if I'm using if I'm remembering the correct words. But regardless, I'm not here to argue semantics. At the end of the day, I can't provide it to you.
I didn't say you could. I'm asking you what was the proper procedure when you were a lowly trooper, and I think you should be able to go back into your memory and recall that, because I think the State Patrol has people who are good at their memories, remember names, faces, numbers, places, dates, times. So I'm thinking that something that you had to do every single time you crawled into that squad, I think would be ingrained in your brain right now, and you should be able to recall that for me.
Mr. Numbers, there you go, putting words again in my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer that, but I can certainly pass your information along to him, and then he can get back to you when he's got that information, or can redirect you to the best person to answer that.
Okay.
Again, we can provide the information for you. It's just a matter of getting you in touch with the right person and then providing that information.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I won't put any words in your mouth, but I'll read to you from my copy of general orders here. It says logging in out. Members with MDCs. Are you familiar with that term, MDCs? Mobile data computer. Shall log into the MDC system immediately at the beginning of the shift and shall remain logged in throughout the course of their shift. When logging into the CDA, you familiar with that term? Computer Assisted Dispatch? You still there?
Yep, I sure am.
Okay. MDC, system for an area other than a assigned area, or when using other unit other than their assigned unit, members shall enter the appropriate changes on the login screen. So did you do something similar to that when you were a lowly trooper?
Well, it seems to me as if you're reading out of our policy manual. I don't recall it specifically, but it seems to me that that's what you're reading. So if that's what it says, then I did that, because that's in our policy manual.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm reading something else here, too, from your, let's see, where are we at here? Audio video recording equipment number 0930-023. And that was effective March 25th, 2009. So if you were a lowly trooper at that point in time, I'm thinking that this is what happened here, too, in regard to retention of audio and video. Letter C, when a recording contains evidence for a case which is being investigated by another agency, that agency shall be provided a duplicate copy of the recording with the approval of district section commander. Okay? You still there?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Who is the district section commander for District 2800?
That'd be Captain Dwyer.
Okay. So in other words, if there is a dash cam video for an incident, I'm just going to pick a number here, so I'm not saying that you have to have any certain reference to this, but I'm going to pick like a case number 01CR16-29 and say, I'm just going to pick a name kind of at random, Trooper Joseph Stentz, badge number 494. How do you like all these random numbers and names? If he was at a traffic stop with some Aitkin County Sheriff's deputies, another random name there, and he had squad video, he would have to present that squad audio video to your Captain Dwyer then, and then it would be transferred over to, let's pick another random name, like Aitkin County Attorney James Ratz, correct?
The process sounds about right, yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, these aren't really necessarily random names and random numbers, because there is a case of Jesse James Alvord in which your trooper sense was there, but magically, mysteriously, there is no squad audio, squad video for the encounter. So it was your trooper sense doing his advertised job at that point in time?
Mr. Members, if you have other questions, I can certainly try and answer them, or I can redirect you, but I'm not going to talk about an active case, an ongoing case.
Okay.
And if my memory serves me right, that is an active and ongoing case, and I can't and won't talk about that. Did you have anything else for me today, sir? Can I just refer
Yes.
you to
No, I have another question here. It has to do with public data here. So this is the thing. It's in regarding criminal comprehensive law enforcement data. That's public information, isn't it? Depending on whether the case is active or closed, correct?
If the case is active, if it's open, then it is not. Most of the information is not public. That's correct.
Yes, yes. Okay, I'm gonna read a statute here. Let's see, where is it? I gotta do my little search thing here. Okay, public benefit data, subdivision 15. Any law enforcement agency may make any data classified as confidential or protected, non-public pursuant to subdivision 7 or as a private or non-public under 13.825, accessible to any person, agency, or public if the agency determines that the access will aid the law enforcement process, promote public safety, or dispel widespread rumor or unrest. Okay? You're familiar with that?
You just made me familiar with whatever you read from, so...
Okay, well, I'm sure seeing how you're trained in the law, that just refreshed your memory of your training in the data practice laws then. So anyhow, I have an email that was sent to Jesse James Alvord by your Joe Dwyer, and I'll read it to you. Mr. Alvord, your request has been received based on the correspondence contained within your request addressed to Mr. Haberkorn. We would be bound by the rules of discovery considering it is an active criminal case. Once your case reaches a resolution, we would be able to release the requested information, but at this time your request should be vetted through your attorney. Mr. Nemmers will be advised of this also. Respectfully, Joe Dwyer. Well, now, unfortunately, I have not received this information from your Captain Dwyer, and Jesse received this information on May 9th, 2017 at 12:41 p.m. And today is May 10th, 2017, 2:36 p.m. So,
hours later, I agree. You're right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm not gonna bore you with details, but I'm certainly not going to waste my time. I don't think there's anything I can answer for you here now.
Well, you can. You can.
Is with the Captain Dwyer, and that you have not received information that he indicated in a letter to a third party that he would be also providing to you.
Well, it's actually in the same email.
26 hours later, and that you have not received it to me is not a ridiculous amount of time, because maybe it got lost in the mail and it'll take an extra day or two to find its way home. Regardless, I can't answer that, and I can't answer any of the issues around there, and I'm certainly not going to talk about an ongoing case, because that would jeopardize not only the client's right to a due trial, but also his viable defense. So, is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
Well, actually, I need to make a correction here. Actually, I read the wrong date. It's actually, the email that was sent to him was May 3rd, 2017 at 5:20 p.m. The email was forwarded to me on Tuesday, May 9th, 2017 at 12:41 p.m. from Jesse James Alvord. So, but the thing is, Jesse James Alvord requested the same information that I requested on May 3rd, 2017. So this is the problem here. You know, I am trying to figure out what information that I requested in my data request is bound by the rules of discovery, because everything that I requested is public information. You know, like the...
Yep.
What's that?
I said, so you said, yes.
Well, are you saying that I'm retarded and I don't know how to read a simple statute which lists the personnel data for your troopers, whether they have complaints against them? It says public information right on it. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you...
Words in my mouth. I said that you read, what I said was, as you said, yes. I'm not going to agree with anything you say, because I don't do that unless I am 100% confident that what you are saying is absolutely true. And I don't do that to virtually anybody, not even my wife. So at the end of the day, sir, I can't provide any information for you here and now. First of all, because I don't have the information. Second of all, because specific to that case, it's an ongoing case. And going back to the initial request that you made, I'm not the guy. I forwarded your information to the guy, and either he or somebody in your central office will be getting back to you. And that's the best I can do. I'm sorry.
Well, that's fine. I need to ask you a personnel question. You admitted you're a lieutenant for the State Patrol. I do happen to have the employee job description for a trooper. It's position description B, principal responsibilities, tasks, and performance indicators. Response number 2, to investigate crimes, complaints, and motor vehicle accidents. Under C, it says to interrogate, interview, and take statements from suspects, witnesses, and others involved in crimes, accidents, and incidents.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt you right there because I'm almost guaranteed that it doesn't read what you just read to me, and thus again proving my point that I don't agree to anything unless I know it 100% to be true, and what you just read is not true. Sorry, sir.
So are you saying I'm retarded and I can't even read a simple sentence that's right in front of me?
Well, if you read it, then you read it from something other than State Patrol material because you read something that is not correct.
Really? Because you want me to give you the it's off of document number PE-00042-03. PE-003042-03. So
yeah, what is number 2? What does number 2 read again?
It's number 2 is responsibility number 2, to investigate crimes, complaints, and motor vehicle accidents. So you have that document pulled up?
I do, but mine says crashes, not accidents. Because the State Patrol, we don't recognize them as accidents. They're not. They're crashes.
Okay, so in other words, the State Patrol sent me a fraudulent document. Is that what you're telling me?
I can argue with you. I'm reading it right here. It says crashes. I can't answer your question.
Well, does your number C say interrogate, interview, and take statements from suspects, witnesses, and others involved in crimes, accidents, and incidents?
No, it doesn't. It says crimes, crashes, and incidences. But
okay. How about D? Identify, gather, preserve, process evidence obtained at crime and accident scenes.
Mr. Nemers, unfortunately, I'm done. I cannot answer any of your questions. I'm going to route you to our commander, to the captain, and he will have to get back to you. When he does, but he will get back to you.
Okay, so is he gonna insult my intelligence like you were? Because this email that was sent to Jesse James Alvarud is an insult to my intelligence, because I'm well aware that all this information that Jesse's requested is public information, not private information, nor is it confidential information.
Doesn't mean to challenge anybody's competence. We also don't use the word retarded, which you've used repeatedly with me, which I take a personal offense to, but I've managed to control it and just say, you know what, the guy's expressing his opinion, and that's fine. You have every right to, and I'm here to listen to it. The flip side is, I unfortunately have other things to do for the citizens of the state of Minnesota. I'm a public servant. I have to work. I have to earn my paycheck. And unfortunately, this conversation is not going anywhere, certainly nor beneficial to either of us. That's why I'm, again, going to refer you to our captain.
Well,
I left a message for him as we speak, as well as forwarded the phone call, which I got his email, to the other lieutenants and possibly to our CHQ, and they will be getting back to you, hopefully in short order.
Okay, well, maybe what I need to do is get the updated version, or seeing how you have that document in front of you, you can email that to me, the job description, the current one, because apparently I'm not smart enough to have the current version here. So
I need to go. So I wish you a good day, and I don't like hanging up on people, so I prefer if you did, but if you're not going to, I am, because I need to get some work done.
Well, I'm always appreciative of people who hang up on me when I'm not done speaking to them. So unless
I'm try not to do that, so I'm going to wish you a good day, and there's nothing more I can do for you, sir. I'm sorry. All right?
Well, actually, I'm not done speaking to you yet, but if you're going to hang up the phone, what can I do about that? Other than...
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. I must be on hold because it hasn't disconnected yet. Are you still there, Lieutenant? I'm just going to end the call. Okay, Wednesday, May 17th, 2017, 11:16 a.m. Calling Captain Joe Dwyer, District 2800.
You've reached Captain Joe Dwyer with the Minnesota State Patrol. I'm unavailable to take your call at this time. Please leave your name, number, and a detailed message, and I will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yes, Captain Joe Dwyer, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. It's Wednesday, May 17th, 2017, 11:17 a.m. I'm trying to figure out how come on Wednesday, May 10th, 2017 at 10 p.m. you sent me this email that says, Mr. Nemmers, I was informed that you were under the impression I was unresponsive to your public data request. Attached, you will find my May 3rd reply indicating their office would be working to facilitate your request in a timely manner. A request of this magnitude involves various entities take time to fulfill. I anticipate the information we are able to provide you. You're considering the active status this case will go out in Friday's mail. Joe. And again, that was Wednesday of last week, and it's already Wednesday of this week, and, I don't know why you're mailing me anything. Of course, I never received anything in the mail anyhow. All I received was just some harassment from your Lieutenant Benz there. And now this wild and outrageous email that you sent me, late at night, 10 p.m. on Wednesday night, May 10th. So I'm trying to figure out how you were sending an email to Jesse James Alvord. Mr. Alvord, your request has been received based on the correspondence contained within your request addressed to Mr. Haberkorn. We would be bound to the rules of discovery, considering it's an active criminal case. Once your case reaches a resolution, we'll be able to release the requested information. But at this time, your request should be vetted through your attorney. Mr. Nemmers will be advised of this. Also, respectively, Joe Dwyer, which you sent on May 3rd, 2017 at 5:20 p.m. So I'm trying to figure out what information in my public data request, which all the information was public information, is magically, mysteriously criminal investigative data and bound by the rules of discovery. Of course, when I was asking your lieutenant there, I was, these questions that he magically, mysteriously couldn't answer, I was reading to him Subdivision 15, Public Benefit Data. Any law enforcement agency may make any data classified as confidential or protected non-public pursuant to Subdivision 7 or as private or non-public under Section 1382.5, accessible to any person, agency, or the public if the agency determines that the access will aid the law enforcement agency, promote public safety, or dispel widespread rumor or unrest. And of course, that's section of chapter 13.82.
You are approaching the maximum length for a recording. Finish your recording after the tone.
13.82. So obviously you're illegal withholding evidence, so release this information to dispel that rumor, right? Terry number is 320-283-5713. Bye. Okay, Wednesday, May 17th, 2017, 11:21 a.m. calling District 2800 State Patrol. Captain Joe Dwyer.
Hi, you have reached the Minnesota State Patrol, District 2800. If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911. Our office is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., excluding holidays. Please listen carefully to the following options. For accident information, press 1. To set up a contracted service with the State Patrol, or if you have a billing question, press 2. To talk to someone about a forfeiture, press 3. To talk to someone about any other business with the State Patrol, press 4. State Patrol, it's Christine.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
Good, and yourself?
Super, can't complain on an overcast, cruddy day like today. Anyhow, is your Captain Dwyer in the office today?
He is not in the office at the moment. He will be this afternoon.
Okay, how about your Lieutenant Brad Bordwell?
He is here.
May I speak to him, please?
Sure, can I tell him who's calling?
Terry Nemmers.
Terry Nemmers?
Terry, T as in Tom, E-R-R-Y, Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, E-R-S.
Okay. I was just informed that you will need to speak with the captain. I can send you to his voicemail.
I just left a voicemail there, and who informed you that I had to speak to the captain? Was that Lieutenant Brad Bordwell?
No, one of my coworkers. I just came back in the office from being gone for a few months, so I'm not up to speed yet on everything.
Okay. So that's because the captain, because of my conversation with your Lieutenant Benz last week?
Honestly, I have no idea what's even going on. I just was told that you need to speak with the captain.
So who's this individual who told you that? Is she your boss?
She's my coworker.
Coworker? So in other words, what's your job title?
Office Administrative Specialist.
Okay, so in other words, you're not the boss and your coworker's not the boss. So let me please speak to Lieutenant Brad Bordwell.
I would be happy to forward you to the captain's voicemail. He comes on at noon, so when he comes on duty, he'll return your call.
Well, I'm recording the call right now, so I'm hoping that you hang up on me or be rude to me or something like that, because I've asked you nicely to transfer me to Lieutenant Brad Bordwell's line not once but twice. So are you going to transfer me to Lieutenant Bordwell or not? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, that's all I need to know. I will...
Bye, have a good day.
Yeah, bye. Hello.
Hello, is this Mr. Terry Nemmers?
Who's this?
This is Captain Joe Dwyer with the Minnesota State Patrol.
Oh, okay.
I am returning what I believe is several phone calls. So,
yes?
Do you have time to speak today, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you that your data request is being worked on. So.
Oh, I thought it was going to be in the mail on Friday.
Time to navigate through these, and I have forwarded it on to through the different channels.
I thought you said in your email that it was going to be mailed
it
Friday.
Not, been from a lack of procrastination. It's just a matter of vetting it through the proper channels.
So, but you're the proper channel, right?
Yeah, correct. Yep, it starts with me, and in the interest of making sure that your request is properly fulfilled, I have forwarded it on through other people that possess that area of expertise.
And who's that?
Above and beyond, so just want to make sure that you're getting the information that you need, and
well, I need to know
your satisfaction.
I need to know who you forwarded on to.
Okay, I have forwarded on to our public information officer, and I think you've dealt with her.
Oh yeah, I filed a complaint against her.
Nielsen?
Yeah, I filed a complaint against her for harassment. Tried to steal readily a large amount of money from me for readily available free electronic information.
Well, that's not what I'm calling about, sir. So I will tell you that that's the first stop.
And actually, I had a harassing phone call from your previous public information officer, now a captain. He made a harassing phone call to me at 10:30 at night a few years ago.
A captain did?
Yeah, well, he was a lieutenant at the time. Lieutenant Roski, I do believe his name is. Well, Captain Roski now.
That doesn't pertain to this data request, so I can talk to you about this one, and we can move on from that. So. Well,
sure, because what I'll do is I'll pull up the data or the email that you sent to Mr. Alvord there, and you can explain to me how this information is magically, mysteriously, the public information that I requested is magically and mysteriously discovery information. It says, Mr. Alvord, Your request has been received. Based on the correspondence contained within your request addressed to Mr. Haberkorn, we would be bound to the rules of discovery, considering it's an active criminal case. Once your case reaches a resolution, we will be able to release the requested information, but at this time your request should be vetted through your attorney. Mr. Nemmers will be advised of this also, respectively, Joe Dwyer, Captain. So I'm trying to figure out what information in my data request, because Jesse Alvord requested the same information that I requested, is discovery information. Because
okay, I'll for the record there, sir, we don't work in a magical, mystical world. As you know, it's data and hard facts. And,
well, I don't believe that for a second. Go ahead.
I can't hear you, sir.
I said I don't believe that for a second, but go ahead.
I think we deal with magic and mystery?
Yes.
No, that's not the case. So
yes.
I will just say that I was under the wrong impression. I was, as I read your data request, I thought you were looking for a copy of the video.
So nowhere does it say that.
Probably due to conversations that I had with the public defender's office, the county attorney's office, to get a grasp on what we were looking for here. And based on probably reading between the lines of troopers' sentences, WatchGuard mobile video system, and connecting some of the dots there. So as I go back, and as you've pointed that out, yourself being a watchdog, I appreciate that. So the piece of evidence that is discovery would be the actual videotape, and I can't release that to you. So
well, I didn't say that. I didn't ask to have that released, but actually,
sir, that is where I
actually.
Oh, go ahead, sir. If you want to continue to interrupt me.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to interrupt you whenever I'm going to call bullshit, okay? So this is the thing. Pursuant to state statute, you can release any type of information, whether it's confidential or private, if it will dispel the rumor that you're illegally withholding that information from Jesse, correct?
I think we'd have to dig a little bit deeper into that. I know that's a portion of it, but
I read it for you on my recording.
Division 15, any law enforcement agency may make any data classified as confidential or protected, non-public pursuant to subdivision 7 accessible to any person, agency, or if the public if the agency determines that the access will aid the law enforcement process, promote public safety, or dispel widespread rumor or unrest. And I don't think that this situation rises to that level. It's a situation between an attorney and his client. What is contained on that video would not dispel widespread rumors or unrest.
So you do admit that there is a video.
The process of disclosure of that's been provided to the Aitkin County Attorney's Office. An added copy has been provided for the public defender, Mr. Haberkorn, in this instance, and that's where that stands. As far as your data request, it is intensive because we are running a police organization as well, State Patrol district here, so we do have other duties that we need to tend to, and we're trying to take care of those in a timely manner. So.
Well, actually, your Lieutenant Benz was wasting my valuable time trying to avoid answering questions that were common knowledge to him. So, and again, let me ask you this. Is your 2017 State Patrol General Orders, is that burdensome? Because I'm thinking it's sitting right in your computer right now. I'm thinking this time that you've spoken to me, you could have easily emailed that to me, right?
And there's different ways of handling that. So
well, that's either a yes or no.
No, it's not. I mean, that's the way you would like it to be answered, but correct. There is an electronic version there.
Yes.
Your request did not say piecemeal, so I'm trying to put it together all comprehensive so it can be delivered to you. And that was my intention, is to have it delivered to you via mail, and that you'd have everything to peruse and look at and post and whatever you'd like to do with it. So.
Okay, so in other words, you're going to go a more labor-intensive route to burn all this information onto a disk, right, and then mail it to me, or are you going to print everything out onto pieces of paper and then burden the taxpayers with a huge bill for paper when you could have just emailed it to me. Is that what your plan was? Because you said it was going to be in the mail by last Friday. And, geez, I checked my...
The request has taken longer than anticipated. I had planned that to send that out, and I think, as far as burdensome taxpayers comment there, it was less than 100 sheets, and there was one disc involved in the downloading of the State Patrol General Orders. So.
Okay, so what 100 sheets did you print out? Because all the information that I requested is electronic information.
And that's your preference of...
well, no, you said there was 100 sheets, so now I'm trying to figure out what those 100 sheets were. Were they out of the State Patrol General Orders? Was it the work-related continuing education, existence and status of complaints or charges, final depositions of any disciplinary action, complete terms of any settlement agreement for Trooper Joseph Setness, badge number 494, and Scott Zayer, or was it?
Sir.
What? Okay, so it wasn't. Okay, so was it the purchase agreement, invoice, repair, and maintenance logs for Trooper Joseph Setness, badge 494's Squad and Watchguard mobile video system, years 2010 through 2017?
There were many invoices.
So you did print out readily available free electronic information onto pieces of paper for this purchase agreement, invoice, repair, and maintenance logs for Trooper Setness, badge number 494 Squad and Watchguard mobile video system, years 2010 through 2017.
Correct, yep.
Okay, well, there you go. See, now if you just would have read the email, which says please email /file share, you wouldn't have wasted all that paper. See? Because I wanted the information straight off your computer, which is electronic, and not printed off onto pieces of paper, which I'm thinking now you're going to scan and put onto a disk, which mean even more work, means even more resources wasted on a project when I want it all in searchable format.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Okay.
Any other issues, sir?
Well, I'm not even partway through the list. See, is it number 6, Trooper Joseph Setness, badge number Squads, information on Nelson Auto Center list of double billing? Was that
responsive data?
You have no responsive data to that. Okay, so in other words, his squad wasn't purchased at Nelson Auto Center?
I have no responsive data from my office, so...
So in other words, okay, so where was Trooper Joseph Setness, badge number 494 Squads purchased from?
That is what we're working on, sir.
Oh, okay. How about this PG5 multi-launcher grant application, joint powers agreement, proposals received from manufacturer and or distributor, proposals submitted to the City of Aitkin and County of Aitkin for PG5 multi-launcher?
Okay, so the City of Aitkin, I'm not employed by either them or the County of Aitkin.
Didn't say you were, did I?
Well, what's that, sir?
I didn't say you were, did I?
No, I was just explaining, if you give me a chance to explain here.
Sure.
So I would imagine you're looking for they would have the grant application because they're the one who wants to purchase the multi-launcher. The joint powers agreement.
No. See, the article in the paper says that it's through you. They want to purchase, Aitkin County and the City of Aitkin want to purchase that launcher from you. The APD is looking to purchase one of the PG5s through the Minnesota State Patrol. Sergeant Scott Zayer of the Minnesota State Patrol provided training to the APD last week on the new tool, which fires a direct impact marking round effective from 5 to 120 feet away. The rounds fired by the APD were filled with green chalk and upon impact leave a mark on the target subject. Sergeant Zayer said the weapon is used mainly for crowd control to correctly identify the individuals causing the issue. The rounds of the ammunition is to be fired at the person's legs or lower torso. That the article.
I will cut you off because I've read the entire article. I'm familiar with it. I saw it in the periodical, the Aitkin Age.
And it's in my data request too.
Correct. But as that publication came out, I read it in a very timely manner. So
Sure.
what I will say is I don't have any information on the Joint Powers Agreement. That's not something that my office, District 2800, based out of Baxter, has direct oversight of. That falls under our training and development section, and that is where Scott Zare is housed out of. That is where his supervisors are. In your request for Sergeant Scott Zare's information, in the interest of saving time and effort on their staff, I did incorporate that into ours just based on what they had on their plate with running an academy graduation, and training troopers. So I was dealing with Sergeant Zare's continuing education, existence and status of any complaints or charges, final disposition of any disciplinary action, complete terms of any settlement agreement, or for Trooper Joe Setness, badge number 494, and Sergeant Scott Zare. As far as point number 7, I have no responsive data for that from the Baxter State Patrol office.
But the State Patrol obviously...
As of number 8, I don't have any responsive data to voicemails, text messages, emails, and Chapter 13 data requests submitted by Aitkin Age editor Adam Hugenacher, managing attorney Gregory B. Davis, or assistant public defender Jeffrey B. Haberkorn, for case 01-CR-16-29/case number 1600119, or State Patrol event P160017979. What I did was forward to the proper designee or responsible authority based on your wishes.
Okay.
So, we are working on fulfilling your data request. It does take some time, and by all means, we are trying to get you the information that you are requesting.
Okay, well, I need you to I need a clarification here, because you said this joint powers agreement would be with the city of Aitkin or the county of Aitkin, and not magically, mysteriously not with the State Patrol, even though the article says that the city of Aitkin and the county of Aitkin would be having some sort of joint powers agreement with the State Patrol for this grant application. So are you saying that a joint powers agreement or for this PG-5 multi-launcher would not have the State Patrol or the Department of Public Safety's name or signature on it?
No, I'm saying there's no responsive data from the Baxter office.
Okay. Because you said something different.
From a perspective, I'm not entering into that joint powers agreement. So if that's something from a command staff or a training and development section, and they're assisting a department obtain that less than lethal capability, that is outside the perimeter of our office.
Right, but it is something that you forward off to the proper designee, you said, so I'm going to be able to get that information from the State Patrol or the Department of Public Safety, not necessarily your office. Is that what you're saying?
That's how our conversation started, sir. I said I had vetted it through the proper channels.
Well, so you said a lot of things. That's why I'm trying to make sure I get it all straight here. So.
Okay, yeah, and I'm very forthright and transparent. So.
Right. So anyhow, I need to understand how this works when a trooper goes out on patrol for a situation similar to Jesse Alvord's, in which drugs are suspected, and there's going to be a search here. If you want, I can pull up the State Patrol's general orders, because I have had them emailed to me. You understand that? So anyhow,
why the request for a second copy?
Oh no, who said I had 2 copies or one copy?
You have it forwarded to you. So why the request for?
Oh no, I said I've had them emailed to me. I've got more than 1 copy. I didn't say how many copies I have.
So I guess I'm inquisitive of why you would like those forwarded again.
Okay, I'm not asking for them to be forwarded. I'm asking them to be emailed. Okay. So the thing is,
why would you like them emailed to you again, sir, if you've already been provided with that data?
Okay, first of all, you see on my data request there, it says 2017 State Patrol General Orders. So now I'm thinking that the reasonable person would make the the reasonable assumption that I don't have the 2017 State Patrol General Orders.
I've made some other assumptions, and you've called me on that, so I was, I have no knowledge that you wouldn't possess those 2017 General Orders.
Well, then I don't know why I'd be asking for something I already have. So I don't know. So there you go.
So thank you for clarifying that.
Yes, because no, I do. I was reading these general orders that I had to your Lieutenant Benz, and I think he was kind of upset that I knew all these answers prior to asking the questions. So
I think that was a position description.
Whatever. Well, I have
There's a difference. There's position description, general orders.
Well, yeah, I have both. So if you want to go through that, Gristle, too, I can certainly go through that, where your lieutenant was making some wild and outrageous claims that I didn't have a State Patrol document. I have, it's called PE-00042-03, in which I was relaying to him what this information says about a trooper's job is to gather evidence. Here it is: interrogate, interview, take statements from suspects, witnesses, and other involved in crimes and accidents and incidents. D, gather or identify, gather, preserve, and process evidence obtained at a crime and accident scene. Now, he was trying to make the wild and outrageous claim that I didn't know what I was talking about, and that obviously that wasn't a proper document from the State Patrol, even though that was emailed to me also in searchable PDF format.
I think that is an outdated copy. We just did have a updated position description, and that is we are in possession of that.
Oh, well, then you can email that to me.
Well, with a proper request.
Well, I did. I just told you I wanted it, and I told your lieutenant I wanted it too. Okay. See? Because it says, pursuant to state statute, upon request. I just requested it. And you did acknowledge that you did receive my message of wanting that information. See?
And we will provide that to you, sir.
Good, I appreciate
we've
that.
We've covered points 1 through 8. We're not going to get into the semantics of general orders today.
Well, I didn't say we were. I said I want to know what the proper procedures.
And you're reading me the position. So if there's
I don't have the general orders in front of me.
That I can address. I think we've covered most of those.
No, I need to know what the proper procedure is for a trooper to go prior to going out on patrol.
We are not accomplishing the outcome that you wish to seek. So all that I can say is that we're working on the request that you have forwarded. It's being vetted through the proper channels, and we'll get you that information as it becomes available. So
yeah, I'm thinking that's never going to happen, or I'm going to get some fraudulent. I'm going to get some fraudulent bill from this Tiffany that I've dealt with before, that I've told you I've filed complaints against.
And we're not talking about that either as well. Today we're talking about your request, and really this was a courtesy call just to tell you that we were working on it. I did not think we would be speaking about this 21 minutes later, because
well, I'm glad you're recording the call, because I am too. So
and as soon as that is made available to me, whatever format that comes back to me in, I will move that into your direction there. So
on a slow boat to China or something like that?
Nope.
I need to know.
And as you're well aware, this is a 2016 case that you're referencing, Mr. Alvord. So we're already halfway, 5 months into 2017. As you know, the legal justice system progresses at a slow pace. That's not to say that your data request is on that same track.
Oh, I'm thinking it is.
We really try to fulfill those in a timely manner. We get multiple data requests, and each one of those take time, energy, and effort, whether that's redacting, providing the information that we...
But you haven't provided any of it yet, though. And Jesse has had this case, like you said, over a year, and he still hasn't got his State Patrol dash cam video. And he doesn't have his jail video or jail data from the... You still there?
Sir? certainly, I'm listening to you.
Well, I thought you hung up on me. Anyhow, he still doesn't have his jail data from the Aitkin County Sheriff's Department. I requested him some information from the Aitkin County Police Department. All he did was tell me to go to hell, pretty much like you're doing right now here too.
That's not true. I'm telling you, we're working on the request.
Yeah, I've heard.
Language, nor would I engage in that type of.
Yeah, the State Patrol has told me to go to hell more than once.
I'm trying to address this from a respectful place here, and
by insulting my intelligence.
Being worked on, much like when we spoke 4 years ago. I always try to convey that element of respect, and I understand what you're looking for and what you're looking at, but you have to know that I have to make sure everything is in accordance with the dispersal and in line with the very statutes you quote. So
did I get that information?
You'd, be patient and let me do my due diligence with your request, and at the end of the day, you'll get the information. At the end of the day, that's an expression. In the end, the outcome, you will be provided with the data that I can provide you with.
So did I get my data from 4 years ago?
That was just a casual conversation. I'm trying to think what you were looking for then. We'd have to review the tapes on that.
Oh, well, geez, then maybe you should just send me the tapes on that.
I don't possess a copy of that tape.
Well, you're recording this conversation now. I'm requesting that audio recording, and I'm requesting Lieutenant Benz's audio recording that he made of me also. Because apparently you can email these audio recordings to me, trying to tell me that I had a conversation, which I've already recorded, so you can easily.
Aware of that, sir.
Yeah, so you can. Yeah, I know you are. So that's.
At least we found some common ground. We shared a laugh together. So,
yeah, well, there you go. Because your staff was kind of.
Where you're coming from, I'm not trying to circumvent the system or hide or use magic or mystery to,
That's not my experience with the State Patrol, you have to understand.
So request and do that in a respectful manner, sir. So with that, we're 25 minutes into this, and I will have to part ways at this time because I do have a pressing meeting to go with my support staff. So
to talk about
what's that?
To talk about how to change your procedure for going out on patrol, like actually making sure your dash cam video works and.
Nope, that's not the case. That would be a directive to the troopers, and they're well aware of the maintenance and what they need to upkeep those watch guard systems. Not that I need to share, but I will share. One of our clerical staff has been out on a temporary assignment for many months with our academy, and just wanted to make sure the reintegration has gone well today because it's the first day back in the office.
Well, she was rude to me. Wouldn't put me through to your lieutenant who's in charge of these maintenance logs. So, and apparently she takes orders from her coworker instead of you. So, so that's the thing.
Procedural issue there.
So are you going to correct her on that, or am I going to have that situation happen again? Because I did record the conversation with her as promised, and I will be putting up this entire conversation along with my conversation with Lieutenant Benz very soon.
Well, and that's, I would imagine, people that visit your site or blog, or I'm not exactly sure what medium, but we've been nothing but respectful and engaged in conversation and working through this. So,
well, you'll find out the difference when we listen to the
you
Mr.
You can deal with me directly, but as I've said, most of these requests are vetted even higher than where I'm at. So you can contact PIO Tiffany Nielsen, or
I'm not wasting my time on her. I filed complaints against her.
I'm sorry you feel that way. We will work to fulfill this request. So anything else I can help you out with today, sir, other than let you know we're diligently working on this?
Well, okay, so you said that this dash cam video, which Jesse hasn't had at all, has been sent to his public defender. When was this sent to his public defender?
I personally put it in our outgoing mail bin on Friday of last week.
Oh, so I mean after his omnibus hearings that he's had previously in his court case, right?
I put it in the mail on Friday, so you're
okay.
asking me
Which is a
question. I'm telling you, I don't know the proceedings on.
It's a matter of the public record. I'm kind of surprised that you told me that it's been going on for over a year and you don't know
but I don't
when.
have the schedule of events as far as hearings. I do know the last hearing that was scheduled, that there was going to be a plea agreement, that was rescinded.
Yes, after I submitted my data request, and Jesse came to his senses and requested the same information that I requested, which now you're making the wild and outrageous claim as a discovery request.
And I told you that as well, sir, that I had made a mistake in deciphering that request. I was fixated on the actual video, and knowing that the video was in existence, that has been forwarded on to the prosecutorial staff as long as the defense attorneys.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where the failure was from that night over a year ago to how come the video magically, mysteriously gets mailed last Friday.
Again, no magic or mystery. I physically placed the DVD in the outgoing mail, and then I'm assuming that it was delivered to the Aitkin County Attorney's Office in Monday's mail. I have not confirmed a receipt of that, but I think some of it is the channels in which the request came.
Oh, well, what channels did it come through? Me, you mean? Is that what you're saying? Because
not at all. And I would say that, so there's items that prosecutorial staff asked for.
They asked for it after the case has been going for over a year.
Months prior, sir.
So in other words,
I'm trying to explain the process to you.
Okay.
So there's a request for investigative data. I don't know what the title of the exact form is, but basically an officer gets that sheet, deputy, trooper, no matter what the case is, they ask, do we have everything in the case file? Videos, jail video. So whoever the lead investigator is on that, they fill out that sheet and then they turn it back into the county attorney's office. So depending on what is on that sheet, that's what the attorney moves forward with. Sometimes there's a failure or a disconnect where items are in existence, like is the case of this State Patrol video, was not asked for by the lead investigator of the case. As we're an allied agency and assisting, that has been in existence there. Now that we're made aware of it, that has been provided. So again, in the interest of transparency and providing the information that we have, that has been completed.
Okay, so this form that's supposed to be filled out by the lead officer is the original form and the subsequent form being transferred to Jesse Alvord's attorney also, or is that going to be part of the magic and mystery there?
No, I can't speak of the protocol of the county attorney's office. I don't know how that'll be transferred. I can just tell you that when we were made aware of the video was needed, that has been provided.
Okay, but so you didn't go through your own general orders where it says that if you have exculpatory evidence, you're supposed to be providing it, right?
No, I'm familiar with the general order. You have to understand that the amount of videos that we produce in a daily, weekly, monthly, not everything is going to rise to the occasion. That's why we hang on to them for this very instance. So,
okay. Because this was a big drug bust, supposedly. So I'm trying to figure out how come, this big drug bust slipped through your fingers. I'm thinking that you'd be just itching to hand this video off to the county attorney so you can go, hey, conviction right here. Of course, I'm thinking that it doesn't have all your requirements for a search on there, like permission to search to be on the video or in a signed document by Jesse Alvord. Right?
I'm not going to speak to the case.
Well, I'm sure.
Case.
Sure.
What I will speak to is that the video has been provided, so I don't have direct oversight of all the trooper files. I do orchestrate the district. I reach out to the lieutenants if there's issues. They take care of those items. So you have to understand the chain of command and the process there.
Oh, I do.
I was made aware of the Alvord case probably at well, not even at the time of the arrest, because we're not the lead agency in the investigation. If it's one of our cases, yeah, I have a number of criminal complaints that cross my desk on a daily basis. So I do have an intimate knowledge of those cases. If it's one of our troopers with this, it's on the peripheral, and now we're trying to connect some of the dots that you're requesting that we connect. So,
well, again, I'm trying to figure out how this big drug bust slipped through your fingers for so long.
Well, again, I oversee a district here and 7 counties involved. So,
well, maybe I need to make a request on how many big drug busts you had in 2016. Then, do you have that kind of data?
You could certainly make that request.
Well, I'm making it right now. I need
As I alluded to, sir, I do have a meeting at 3 o'clock, so I can give you this last minute of time, but...
well, I think I'll let you off the hook. How about that? Seeing how you confess to so many things, I'll let you off the hook right now. So thank you for your call. Thank you for your time. Bye.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Demers.
Bye.
Bye.
Where the failure was from that night over a year ago to how come the video magically mysteriously gets mailed last Friday?
Again, no magic or mystery. I physically placed the DVD in the outgoing mail.